Hey, this is Elisa from Average Advocate. We've been doing our kindness quest, which is a road trip that we go on, or you can do it for a vacation to make your vacation kind, where you practice intentional random acts of kindness as you go. So I've been talking about it on IGTV and on YouTube and wherever else I occasionally post. Just the different things that we've been doing and how to do those well. So my original video on this got deleted, so I'm kind of redoing it, but I'm redoing it in retrospect rather than in the moment. But this original video, I was actually wearing the same clothing, ironically, and we had just spent the night at a hotel in Merced, California, but I got kicked out of the hotel that I was spending the night in before. Actually, that's not entirely true. I got there at midnight with a car full of sleeping people, and they told me that I couldn't stay because we had 5 people, and the whole hotel only lets you have 4 people, which is usual, like in policy, but in reality, like no hotel, and I've done this a ton, no hotel has ever once enforced that. And so I was super frustrated, and I felt like I wasn't really like angry in a abusive or mean or terrible way. I was just frustrated, and I felt like I handled it pretty well in the moment, although it was obvious I was frustrated. And so I ended up having to leave the hotel in the middle of the night and try to find someplace else to stay. So we ended up finding out someplace else to stay, but I kept thinking throughout that time, I was like, oh, did I do something wrong? Should I say sorry? But in reality, I don't think I did. However, I did realize in the moment that I'm on this kindness quest where I'm trying to be intentionally kind and model that for my kids and push them to be kind. And one of the best ways to be kind is to love your enemies. And honestly, I really felt like that person was my enemy in that moment, just because it was so stressful in the middle of the night trying to find some new place to stay. So it actually ended up kind of being a way for me to do that. And so we decided to do a random act of kindness that day for the person, because honestly, that person, they were really just enforcing a policy, and maybe they weren't being nice about it, but I don't really have the ability to, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I can be mad at them, but it's not going to help me at all. And they're still a person. And like the whole point of the kindness quest is to like recognize that people are real. It doesn't matter if they're a service person or somebody you're just going to walk by for a minute or never meet, but they're real people and they're valuable and important, and that's what we believe, and that's what I'm trying to train my kids in with the kindness quest. So all to say, it was super challenging, and in the next video I'll actually talk about how it went, and you can kind of get a better feel for how that went on our kindness quest. Also, if you're interested in doing a kindness quest or want to do random acts of kindness too, just go to averageadvocate.com and you'll see that I have a 45, like this pretty printable with random acts of kindness that you can do, and you can download it and like ours is laminated, so it looks super cool, and the kids look at it and choose random acts of kindness. So that's fun, and that's something that you can do, or you can just kind of follow our journey a little bit more, and soon I'll be having this, I'll have some thing you can get that actually like helps you do your own kindness quest. All right, well, that's it. This is Elisa from Average Advocate, helping ordinary, busy people change the world, make a difference in the world through the kindness quest this time. Bye. So I wanted to follow up on that thing from our kindness quest where I was supposed to bring candy and a note to the people who drove me crazy and kicked us out at midnight, or didn't kick us out but told us we couldn't stay there. And so we did. We got candy and the kids put it in a plastic tub and we wrote a note, and I felt like it was pretty good, except for I didn't want to drop it off, and everybody was like, Meg, our housemate, and my kids were like, well, we can do it for you, but I was a little bit like, I should probably do it myself because this is my own beef. So I ended up going in and we talked to the people on duty, and they said that I said sorry, just in case I did something wrong, even though I don't think I did. And they still kind of stood by their policy, but they seemed to be really surprised and interested in the fact that we came back to talk to them. So I think it was good. It's definitely one of those challenges of like loving people who make you crazy.
And I felt like it was the right thing to do because, you know, I think that when you feel abandoned, and I think that's probably what it came down to, like as a mom in the middle of the night feeling abandoned, to not have a place to stay and feeling like the people who were supposed to help me didn't help me. And so I realized it was kind of that feeling of, you know, abandonment, sort of being like, why would you do this to me? I feel betrayed. Maybe betrayed is a strong word, but it was, you know, like that self-preservation mode that comes on as a parent where you're like, I gotta take care of everybody and protect them. And so in the midst of that, to like reach out and be like, I realize that you're the people who are keeping me from feeling like this, but I still acknowledge you as another person and I see you, and I want to be kind to you even though I don't particularly like you at this moment. I think it really actually had an impact on them. I don't have a clue. You know, the person who was there on night duty was not there. I realized later we had actually stayed at that hotel a year before on our last kindness quest, which was even crazier. But the point is I really feel like I did the right thing. And part of me kind of wonders like if they'll ever like find the hashtag and find me online and, you know, look me up and we might have more of a conversation. My guess is they probably won't, but you never really know. The moral of the story is that it was probably, like Meg told me later, she's like, that was really good modeling for your kids because that's like the last thing that you wanted to do. And you talked through it with them and you showed them what you really felt like, and you talked about being kind in the midst of having people not do things that you feel like are nice or are right. And so all to say, I feel like it was totally worth the practice of doing it just for talking with my own kids about it. But in general, I think overall there's just another thing when it comes to being kind to people that make you crazy. So if you've ever had an experience with that, please let me know and tell me in the comments or whatever, because I'm so curious to see how you were kind to somebody that you might have considered your enemy. All right, bye.